You can't make rabbits intimidating. Not even the rabbits from 2025, that had like the tentacle extensions or whatever. You can't. Not even in Night of the Lepus from 1973 or whatever it was, 72. There's no limit to the horror. No end to the Night of the Lepus, which is Latin, which is the genus classification of rabbits. A hormone intended to alter the breeding cycle of rabbits, overrunning Arizona ranch lands. Instead, turns them into flesh-eating 150-pound monsters in Night of the Lepus. Stuart Whitman, eaten alive. Janet Leigh, Psycho, yes, later gets stabbed in the shower. Rory Calhoun, Motel Hell and Westerns. And DeForest Kelley, Star Trek, are among the intrepid humans facing off against the behemoth bunnies using guns, flames, dynamite, and everything else in their grasp to battle their oversized, hungry tormentors. Here's Janet Leigh right here in color. You know exactly what you're getting with giant rabbits. You can't make them look intimidating no matter what you do. So I guess it's like when you unethical experiments and everything else. I'm like, whatever. I mean, it's like the rabbits. They're freaking adorable. Okay, you just have to say that. And we get to see a lot of them, which we're really grateful for. But yeah, when they start to go out of control and everything, it's just like, what? I mean, it's like, yeah, this is based off a 1964 sci-fi novel. I forgot which one, but it's just so unique. You just have to see it because the characters, the actors, they do their best when they take the material straight. They play it straight with the utmost solemnity. And I'm like, I wonder how much laughter there is in the blooper reels. Not like if they had to take 3 takes when they're discussing serious dialogue about rabbits. It's like, no matter what you do, you can't make, it's just, no matter how many low angles you use, you can't make things that are 6 to 12 inches tall intimidating. I'm sorry, no matter how much you repeat them all advancing towards you at the end, especially at the climax with the railroad tracks, you just can't. It's like if you were to take the movie Them, the giant ants one, but replace them with rabbits. That's what this movie is. I mean, the picture is very, very pretty, especially when they're in the mine. You can kind of feel the claustrophobia. And as I'm thinking about, it's like, yeah, they have to try and eliminate this mine with all the rabbits in here, but some of them manage to escape, which I'm like, that's to be expected. We're getting all the tropes and conventions going on, which this kind of feels like a throwback to all the 1950s creature features, which is not a bad thing. But you had to choose the least intimidating animal of all. I mean, you could have gone with a crocodile, a snake, a fucking Komodo dragon. But no, you had to go with a Lepus. So, obviously, why they chose the name Lepus was to give it a sense of mysteriousness. So that way, when unknowing patrons enter the theater in 1970s, they were thinking it's going to be like this intense monster. No, it's rabbits. Yeah. And they actually managed to take it all seriously. Okay. You just have to see it just for how bizarre it is. Bizarre and one of the best worst movies ever made. There's no denying that. There was going to be a scene where there was have like maybe a dozen rabbits come down the road, like first scene, but then there were hundreds, ergo they're multiply like rabbits, and there's also a lucky rabbit's foot. Janet Leigh is in this because it was close to where her family was. It was like, I don't know, maybe 15 miles or whatever, so that way she could go shoot and then go and visit her family on the weekends when she was filming on the weekends. So yeah, weird movie, but yeah, it is interesting. It is good to see Rory Calhoun and Janet Leigh in color and looking cool, and her kind of taking charge. I mean, yes, she does have some weaponry. So yeah, Night of the Lepus, your mileage will vary. It's one of those so bad it's good movies.